I will call this meeting to order of the special meeting of the Rules Committee for today, December 15th. It's 7:30 p.m.
And I'll bet you want the grid.
I do.
God.
Ta-da.
Somebody's got some noise in the background.
It is probably me. Hold on.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Lois.
Okay, so let's just go right into it. Let's start with District 3. Beth, would you like to give a comment on why you made the choice you did?
It's definitely going to help if I unmute myself. Okay. The reason, as I think it will be obvious to everybody, that we put her under public health and safety is because we had nobody from District 3 in public health and safety. So essentially, we told her that she didn't have a lot of options, and that was what was going to happen.
It is what it is.
Exactly.
Okay. District 4, Joe or Pear, would you like to discuss your choice?
Pear, why don't you discuss it?
Okay. Sorry about the background noise. So
Thanks for being on.
John, what? Yeah.
Thanks for
this
joining.
was
I understand
awkward.
you're somewhere else.
Yes. So John had given us several choices in terms of what his interests were. His primary interest was in public works. And then his secondary one, oh, hang on. Sorry, I only just joined, so now I've forgotten what his secondary one was. 1 second, I do have it here. Actually, I don't. Never mind. But he works at Google. He's got a legal background. He, I think he would bring a lot to that committee. We talked about it as a district, and we saw no reason why we shouldn't accommodate his request. So we slotted him in there. We recognize that obviously I'm the only one on finance right now. We didn't really have any other sort of clear candidates for that. And we could, of course, put him on TG&A, because that's obviously the other place with Joe that we don't have a full depth. So as a district, we felt we had it covered and that we could accommodate his first request.
So I'm going to jump in. It's Patty. Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. So this is Patty Baumgartner. Thank you. I personally feel that a lot of us like to balance out our committees all the way across the board. You can't always do that. But I think because this gentleman has a legal background, it makes great sense to put him on TGS&A. I had looked that there was only one person on F&B for y'all and only one on TGS&A. F&B can sometimes be, you're looking for someone a little bit more with a financial background at times. But if this gentleman is a lawyer, it really feels like it makes sense to be on that instead of putting someone, you already have 2 people on public works. And, I generally always support what the rules, try and support what the rules reps say for their district. But I just feel like we have so many new people coming on to the RTM that we've really got to try and get back to balancing across the board. And if Joe misses a meeting, not that he'll ever miss a meeting, but if Joe was to miss a meeting at TGS&A, there'd be no representative from his districts 4. So that's my suggestion, just throwing it out there for discussion.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Seth.
I'm having so much fun with my computer this evening.
But we're good, Seth. We're running along.
All right. Well, did we put up District 4 first?
We're
No,
already through it. We're discussing
We
it.
did
Seth.
District 3 and we're now on 4.
All right. Because I had a special request.
For District 4?
Yeah, to go first.
Well, it's too late because we already did District 3 with due respect. So we're on District 4.
All right. Is Pear on?
Yes.
Okay. So as long as Pear is happy, I'm happy.
We're moving ahead, Seth. No worries. So we have a discussion underway about which committee we've recommended for John.
Uh-huh.
And I guess the floor is open for other thoughts and comments. And Joe, you're welcome to chime in too.
You're not sure what his second choices were?
I have to look it up. So if you give me a moment, I may be able to find it. I'm not on my home computer, so it is a little awkward. I just can't quite remember. Joe, unless
and
you
all-
have that email,
Yeah.
'cause
And all the other.
I know his third choice.
Go ahead. The other, I mean, Parks and Rec is full for for that district for 4. PZNH has 3. Parks and Rec has 3. Public Health and Safety has 3. Public Works has 2. TGSNA only has 1, and F&B only has 1. So that's why my feedback was, if this gentleman is a lawyer, I think it makes great sense to add him on to TGSNA. That committee has the lowest number of people on it. It has 10. And we just want to make sure that committees are able to make their quorums. And sometimes when it's a smaller amount, it's hard.
I think on TGSNA, we have 3 lawyers already. I don't know how many you need.
Yeah, but the point is
Sound
that
like a lawyer
you only
joke
have
there,
one
Senator.
person on, Joe, with due respect.
I think
Even if it wasn't a lawyer, I mean, I was pointing that out, but even if it wasn't a lawyer, I'd be recommending, I mean, we did that back in May when Susan Marks was recommending somebody go on, I think it was Public Parks and Rec. And they had a whole, they were short on somebody in a different committee, and the group discussed it, and we ended up putting that person on the spot where they needed to fill a spot. So
can I think it would be helpful to know what the individual's other choices were, because if TGSNA
I
wasn't
just
one of
found
their
it. His
Okay.
second choice was education.
Mhm.
His second choice was education, and we were full. His third choice is F&B. So if we're going to go by his preference, then
Yeah.
I'd probably prefer to see him go on F&B than I would to
Yeah.
go TGSNA.
And I get that was what I was about to say, Per, was that I think that if someone if it hasn't even made one of their 3 choices, to put them into a committee they have 0 interest in just means that they're
Yeah.
less likely to show up, unless we've had a conversation with them about why this is really the only spot for them. So
Yeah.
did you have a conversation with this individual about sort of the time commitment of F&B, or?
Yes, I recall, Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I recall when we talked about the different committees and what our roles were, we highlighted the fact that both education and F&B are heavy lifts as committees go for a period of time. And I don't think that dissuaded John at all. And in fact, he had education and F&B as his second and third. So I don't think he's concerned about the workload. I think he'd be a great addition to either committee. And to be honest, if he goes on F&B, we can have him track what's going on with public works from a finance perspective. And so he'd get his fingers in the pie, so to
that's
speak.
great feedback,
So
Per.
that would be my recommendation would be then to put this person on F&B instead, so that, as Patty said, we have a little more evenness, and so that that he's still in a committee that he expressed some interest in.
Agreed. Thank you for going back and looking up what his second and third choices were. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So Joe, I'm okay with, the recommendation to put him on F&B if you are.
Well, my concern is that usually in cases like this, the individual it does not have a choice. In this case, he did have a choice, and this is his first choice, and he may not be back after 2 years. This isn't a good way to run an RTM. We want people to be active. We want them to be involved, but we don't want to stick them in a corner.
Well, F&B was his second choice, right?
No,
Third.
no, it wasn't his first choice, though. Why couldn't he have his first choice?
There's
Well-
somebody in our district who hasn't gotten their first choice in 4 years.
Well,
He's still
Yeah,
on,
and-
you know, I mean,
And Joe, to be fair, when we did some of our assignments, some of the new people did not get their first choice either.
That's true.
Yeah.
But he has the opportunity to get his first choice, and we're taking it away from him. I don't think that says a whole lot for the RTM. No wonder we're only getting 60-something% people showing up. We got to start looking at that.
well, I think that
we're
we
doing a
can
lot
take,
better.
I think we can, there's a lot of reasons, and I think we can
Yeah.
take that discussion
one of them.
offline at a later date. Love to have that conversation with your feedback, Joe.
Okay, so where are we going here, guys?
Well, F&B has 10 people. No, I'm sorry. F&B has 14 people. TGSNA has 10. I hear you on 3 lawyers there, Joe. So, I mean, I've given my feedback that I feel like, you know, a lot of us who've been on here for a while have always tried to balance out our committees as much as we can. But it's, you know, put it up. I was just throwing that out there. So.
Yeah, I don't think TGSNA makes sense if it wasn't even one of his 3. But I agree. I think trying to balance out the committees should be a goal. And if it was one of his choices, I think putting him in F&B makes sense.
Usually we run these F&B appointments by the chair first.
That's true, yes.
Well, but I mean,
I
Jack
don't-
doesn't get to say yes or no.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said we run it by him first because he knows what his specific needs are.
I would hesitate to speak for Jack, but I don't think he's going to object to John on the committee if John's a committed member.
Okay.
Perfect.
We could change it later if it, you know, but for the time being, I don't have any problem. The person would be qualified, would be able to do it. I don't have any problem putting them on F&B.
So
Kara, I liked your comment about how he could be point on public works for F&B also, because that's a big budget and that's important and everybody's looking at it.
Yeah,
and-
and I don't know
F&B's a
who is
heavyweight
point right
committee.
now, so
Right.
I at least I don't remember who's point in Public Works. But again, it's a new year. You know, Jack will sit and adjust the committee responsibilities to, you know, put people on the right budgets to track. And I'm sure Jack would be open to having him, you know, look at Public Works too.
Okay.
Honestly, even if there's already somebody running point kind of on Public Works, doesn't hurt to have a second set of eyes because, you know, it's a big budget and there's a lot going on.
Yeah. I'm not giving a lot of pushback here. He's getting one of his top 3, and I think we will find a way to keep him engaged and get him excited about working on the committee.
Thank you.
Okay, have we reached a conclusion here, guys?
Yeah, I think we're moving him to F&B. Since Mike just updated.
I can move him back.
I
That's the
support
beauty.
the
That's
move
the
to
beauty of this thing. It's got an eraser on it.
Well,
Hey.
I noticed somebody's cursor is whipping across the,
Hey,
The
Seth,
form here.
as I discussed, I'm going to bow out because I'm really not someplace where I can sit on this call for a long period of time.
Okay.
So if that is okay and nobody objects, thank you
Do we,
very
we
much.
still have enough
We'll have a
quorum
quorum.
without you?
Oh, good question. Do you have a quorum without me?
Yeah.
Yes,
If you did-
yeah, we had 11 people.
we're good.
Okay.
Thank you, Claire.
Okay,
Thanks for
okay.
joining
Because
us, Claire.
Joe's got us
I
covered.
mean, we
so
love you,
keep going.
pair, but, you know.
Hey, thanks for understanding. I appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us.
All right. Good night.
Good night. Yeah.
Thanks, Michael.
Thanks.
Got your message.
Hey, Mike, for some reason, this form is going between full screen and just to a bar on my computer for some reason, huh?
Well, when we're talking and having a discussion, I'm taking the slide away.
I think it's a bandwidth. I'm having the same problem, Seth. That's why I'm going. That's
And
why I'm going off
and so I
camera.
put it back up when we talk specifically about the grid. So
All right.
Mike, just leave it up because the way you're sharing, Mike, just leave it up. The way you're sharing the screen, it doesn't make us any bigger when you take it away.
Doesn't.
Okay.
okay.
Just leave it.
Okay.
But it
Ready
does
for me?
for people who are watching it on TV 79, they don't hear who's speaking. They can't tell who's speaking if the grid's up. But
Yeah, I know, but the way you have it shared, you can't see it anyway.
okay.
That's what I'm trying to explain.
You can see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would like to say, sorry, are we moving on to me?
Yes.
I want to give a huge shout out to our district chair, Erica Bracchini. We came into after the
Showing
election,
on my sheet here.
we had 7 open spots. Well, actually, we had 6 open spots, and then we had 7 because we lost someone who moved right after the election.
Uh-huh.
And we have already filled 6 of our spots. So Erica deserves a huge round of applause.
Yep.
So now you have to listen to me
Outstanding.
talk for a long time. So I'll just go from left to right on the chart. Todd Maloof is the first person. We're recommending him for education. He has lived in Darien for a few years, has some young kids, including one at home school, and is really interested in education. We then, for public health and safety, which is a committee that we had no one on right after the election, we now have 3 people we're recommending. We have Zori Booser, who is a PhD involved in healthcare. I think she's going to be a huge asset to the committee. David Smith, who just recently moved to town. He's retired, really excited to get involved. And he's someone who's worked in strategy and healthcare in the past as well. And then we have Annie Epperly. I will say public health and safety was not one of her first choices. Unfortunately, the committee she was most interested in, we were already filled on. We talked about F&B for her because she does have a finance background, but she was a little concerned about making that commitment in her first year on the RTM. So Mark had a long call with her, and they agreed public health and safety would be a good spot for her. Then the other committee that we only had one person on right after the election was TGS&A, and we're suggesting our 2 remaining members for TGS&A. We have Jessica Engel, who is trained as an attorney but not working as one currently. She's working in communication. She's really excited to get involved with that committee. And Zach Flightman, who is he has been on the town committee previously, which I guess got disbanded recently. So he's really interested in sort of policy in general, and on since we've been talking about doing some committee reorganization, since his committee just got canceled, he was particularly interested. So that seemed to be a good spot for him as well. So that's our recommendations for Mark and I.
Nice job, guys.
Thank you. When you said town committee,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Do you mean he was on a commission?
He was on the shoot, I'm calling it the wrong thing. I don't have it in front of me. The one that sets up like it was like the town youth committee, I think it was.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay.
That got disbanded. Is that the name of it? I'm not giving the right name.
Yes, yes. I know what you're talking about. Thank you. I'm just taking it for the notes. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Further comments? Thoughts?
I have
right.
one question for the group. The person that moved, and I'll follow up and see if I know someone was going to follow up with her, but she had, I guess we were told that she was still technically on the RTM because she didn't officially submit a resignation. Can someone explain to me the process so we can make sure people do this correctly? You have to officially resign with the town clerk, even if you move out of town?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you do have to do that. But I think there would be a question about whether it's kind of it's a two-edged sword there. I'm not sure you could vote or that your vote would count if you don't live in the town.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, I'll follow up and make sure that that has been properly submitted before we bring another person in.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please give Erica our best and tell her thank you.
Yeah.
And somebody had reached out to me yesterday, interested in District 5, so I forwarded that name on to Erica. So you
Okay.
might be getting your 7th person.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Well, as long as we get our moved person cleared off.
Yeah.
Right. Well, for those of us who are in the moving thing, I've managed to get myself thoroughly briefed
Mhm.
on the thrills of moving. That's where I spent my last 2 days moving. And I still haven't moved completely. It's a fascinating process. Okay, so we're up to District 6, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Peter,
So, I mean, we only have one new person, Peter Savarine, some people may know. And we felt there was a need for TGS&A. Bill, I can't remember exactly what his preference was, but
He
I think-
agreed to accept.
Yep, okay. So that's it.
They've been a long time in town.
Yep.
And I'm thrilled to see a Savarine return to the RTM.
Yes, although his name is misspelled.
Yeah.
It is.
I say,
what's the correct spelling?
S-A,
SAV.
That's what it says.
SAVE.
VE, yeah. ER.
no, E, like Edward.
Yeah.
I won't burn the person who wrote these in,
Mhm.
Lois.
So can we move the
Okay.
motion? Can we move the motion to vote?
Yes, I would accept a motion to move the slate of nominees
So moved.
and a second.
Second.
Okay, further debate, further thoughts? Okay, ready to vote? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, opposed? I hear none. Motion carried. Those folks are assigned. If those of you from the different districts will inform the folks what committees they're on, that would be good. And I think we've covered all the business for tonight. So I would accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Can I have a
Seconded.
second?
Second.
Who
All
said,
in favor?
who said
Excuse me?
so moved for the notes minutes,
It was
please?
Michael.
Michael.
Okay.
And thank you, Patty.
Okay, and who seconded it?
Peter.
Peter. Terrific.
Peter.
Thank you.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy
Happy
holidays.
holidays.